right now, we cross over to the Noguchi Quality Week, and Mr. Nsako is speaking.
It was my intention to spend considerable time talking about why you must make your workplace a wonderful place to work. We spend so much time at work in our modern reality that it would be such a shame if work is not fun. We need to create a positive and uplifting climate to maintain peak motivation and optimal mental health. If we are to be honest, this has not always received the priority strategic focus it should have. The dignity of labor, all labor, is paramount in high-quality cultures. But I have known your institutional quality manager since university. If most of you are anything like her, and I'm being restrained because her father thought she was working hard on campus, so I will not say much, then perhaps you are already having too much fun in this place. Therefore, I will leave it at that and conclude. Long live Noguchi's Mrs. Susan Edua Mankwa, Agrona Drusimi Gwadu. I have tried to make the point that quality is a civilizational quest. It is meaningless if pursued as anything else, especially if it is pursued as some commoditized and mechanistic set of random initiatives that are disconnected from the larger society, just so you can pile on accreditation points. I have noted that this is an institute with great pedigree that has already achieved much that we can all be immensely proud of. Now is the time to create an even greater future. In that effort, I named 4 things you could do more of. 1, modify and exemplify excellence. 2, exemplify and advocate a culture of science and facts. 3, champion civic education to deepen society-wide literacy and appreciation of the role of science in national development. 4, be organic intellectuals who work systemically and focus on providing solutions that secure the long-term health of society. Quality is life, and life only matters when it has quality. All that remains now is to wish you the absolute best and then take my seat. But before I do so, we started with memories of Soyinka. So I will end with his words from his Death and the King's Horseman, which was actually written when he was your neighbor. I'm quoting Soyinka now. Life is honor. It ends when honor ends. Life is honor. It ends when honor ends. I wish you a tremendously honorable future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are grateful for such insightful message you gave to us. Thank you so much. Quality is life, and life only matters when it has quality. Thank you. And out of the 4 things, he said, model and exemplify excellence. And on this note, we would like to say a very big thank you once again for such an insightful message you gave to us. We are grateful. I'd like to say that the viewing or the streaming live on our social media platforms has been extended to the seminar room downstairs. So those stand at the back can please go to those areas and then please attend to the view. Thank you. Well, on this note, we are almost coming to the end of our program. And we started with our chairman and our landlord from the beginning of the program. And we would like to invite him to come and give us his closing remarks. Please, let's invite our chairman, Professor Alfred Yorson, to give us the closing remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll all agree with me, we've had an exciting morning. Can we clap for ourselves for being such good audience? I don't need to say much after such a brilliant speech, but let's see a few highlights of what we've had this morning. The minister's rep indicated to us the bond that quality brings between research, policy, and the environmental stewardship for which we've been endowed, and pay tribute to the role of Noguchi in the national quest to improve biomedical science. He highlighted that quality is everyone's responsibility, and that quality-driven institutions such as Noguchi is what is needed for national development as we move forward. We had several solidarity messages, all highlighting the role of quality in what we do in our various institutions and commitment to supporting Noguchi to progress in this quest, and particularly our commitment to ensure that whatever we do in our workplaces is built on quality to the benefit of society. So thank you all, our partners who came to support this program. And then to our keynote speaker, need I say more? Thank you very much, sir. It's always amazing listening to you. He indicated a few things I picked, that knowledge is a primary productive force of our time, and that really has advanced technology, knowledge, and skill. You saw where he started from, where there was no internet, mobile phones, and within a span of a few years, where we are now. And delightfully highlighted one of the quotations of Noguchi, indicating that all his quest was to contribute to the happiness of mankind, for which he did, and for which we are beneficiaries several years down the line. Let's clap for his memory and for all that we continue to learn from what he did. He stressed that quality should be real and tangible and should reflect in the life of people and must be a way of life. And interestingly, use the palanquin economy, as we said, and those of us here have learned something new this morning. You know the way palanquin is. People carrying it on their shoulders, on their head, and the chief or king may not be so magnanimous and will be jumping and stepping and all that, forgetting that people are really carrying me on their heads. And that is what Mr. Nsako told us this morning. That quality management should be targeting the root causes of things, not just the symptoms. And if we did that, we will be able to solve many of the problems. And he, interestingly, again, used our demographic characteristics as a nation to highlight some of the peculiar challenges we have as a developing nation. And that is also very interesting for us to consider. It's something we shouldn't forget. Why are our elderly not living and enjoying their pensions as much as they should? And why are our youth, instead of being a resource, becoming a burden onto the society? So as a society, as a country, we have a challenge and we need to confront this regardless of who leads us. He also indicated how we are being fanatical about some numbers and counting, and I think that's also very important because he highlighted not everything that counts can be counted. So if we want to count everything, we might lose some of the normative things that will promote our society. And he ended up beautifully with the 4 things I will highlight again, that we should model and exemplify excellence. And he used time as a key thing. Director was telling me, at least for us in the university, we try to maintain some time. And I said, yes, if we lose it, then the whole society would have lost it. So let's keep maintaining that. Let's clap for ourselves. At least for University of Ghana, we try to start most of our programs on time. Today we started 9:05. So next time by Mr. Nsako's standard, we should start at 9, which we will hope to do. That we should also exemplify a culture of facts and science. There's so much misinformation out there, and it is our responsibility to put out facts without fear or favor, and whether it favors anyone or not. Let's continue to tell the truth. I won't go into the prophets and the prophecies and all that. We all heard that, and what we need to do about it. We must champion civic education as an institution so that we get the society to understand exactly what it is we have done and what it is we want them to know. We shouldn't shroud scientific evidence in a way that nobody will understand, like our forebears, some of whom we said herbalists, because they don't want you to know the type of herb they want. They would say, for this herb, the gods say you walk backwards in the night and plug it. How can you walk backwards in the night, plug a herb, and still know what herb you are picking? It's all a way of keeping knowledge from others. I don't think we should do that. And we should be organic intellectuals, such that we will ensure the long-term benefit for society. And he said science needs more positive marketing. And I'm happy Noguchi is taking steps to market some of the things we do and bring it at the disposal of the ordinary Ghanaian. The workplace, finally, he said, must be fun. We spend so much time at the workplace. And I told director that that is one thing Noguchi does well. We have the Nugu Olympics, and every now and then there are fun activities in Noguchi. Let's clap for ourselves. We believe the general university and entirety of our society will see it as that. Thank you all very much. I believe we've had a pleasant morning, and let's clap for ourselves again.
Thank you so much, Professor Alfred Yorsin, for your closing remarks. Wow, that's beautiful. All right. So we would like to invite Dr. Makoku to the stage. She has a very important news to us, please.
Thank you very much. Normally, when the last person is spoken, no more speaking, but this is very important. So as the Global Quality Assurance Association, for events like this and the other international events which we have had and being invited to attend, we normally donate 2 trophies. And so be dedicated to what you are doing. I don't have the trophies here because I was rushing against the traffic. But 2 trophies are coming. One for the best female and one for the best male after the close of the whole week event. Thank you very much. Wishing you the very best.
Thank you so much for your kind donation. We are very grateful. Well, on this note, we will invite our one and only institutional quality manager in the person of Dr. Susan Edua Mankwa. Please, let's welcome her to give us a vote of thanks.
Good morning. Distinguished Chairman, Professor Alfred Yorsin, guest of honor, repping the Minister for Lands and Environment, Professor Alexander Kujo Eduse Hasford, our keynote speaker, Alfred Yawinsako, Director of the Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research, Professor Dorothy Yeboamenu, distinguished guests, colleagues, partners, pressmen, ladies and gentlemen, Noguchi staff. On behalf of the organizing committee and the entire Noguchi Memorial Institute community, it is my singular honor to express our heartfelt appreciation to everyone who has contributed to the success of this opening ceremony. To our chairman, Prof. Yosin, thank you for your steady leadership and thoughtful guidance in steering today's proceedings. I was trying to jot everything down, but you've shown you're a professor. You jotted everything down. He said it. I said, hey, wow. Some of the young people here, I'm sure. To our guest of honor, Prof. Hasford, we are deeply grateful for your presence and for conveying the support and the commitment of the Ministry of Lands and Environment to science, to research, and to quality systems in Ghana. To our keynote speaker, Alfred Nsaku. Thank you for challenging us to think beyond compliance and to embrace quality as a culture. That culture that must be embedded in our systems, in our leadership, in our mindset, if it is to be sustained. You have definitely given us food for thought. And when we go home, we will think about it, we will come back, and we will live it. As you said, and I was writing it down, that's why I was not repeating it. Everything that can be explained to the people on the single condition that you want them to understand. And we do understand. We live it. We want it to be in our DNA. So we thank you. And this year, not everybody will collect their bloody food. Not Noguchi people won't collect our bloody food. To our director, Professor Dorothy Ebuamenu, Quality Director, we thank you for your visionary leadership and your unwavering commitment to ensuring that quality remains the foundation in which Noguchi stands. The theme for this year, Think Research, Think Quality, Think Noguchi, a quality culture, sustainability beyond accreditation, is more than a slogan. It's a call to action. It's our call to action. Anytime we come to work, we know that we are going to be agents of change. Something that we must realize that is very, very, very important. As agents of change, it must reflect in our behavior, in our mindset, and in our work. And so, today's ceremony is only to remind us that we have this culture to live up to, and that accreditation is not the end of our journey. It is the beginning of a deeper responsibility, a deeper sense of accountability to the people of Ghana and to the world at large. We also extend sincere appreciation to our partners. Farmanova, thank you so much. To our sponsors, Professor Kofi Boni, let me have the list again. Yeah, my brain is not what it used to be. Dr. Evelyn Yayiraboni, Professor Kudjo Samokusi, Dr. Francis Dennis, Dr. Ivy Asante, and if I've Professor Kofi Odum, and if I've left anybody out, it will definitely be said before the end of the day. We thank you so much for heeding our call to sponsor our Quality Week. As we proceed on our week's activities, we not only celebrate quality in our laboratories, in our offices, and in our daily interactions, but everywhere we go. And when we say we are proud to be from Noguchi, then we must also know that we are proud to be Ghanaians of quality. Thank you very much for all those also behind the scenes who have made this possible. And thank you to our media partners, especially Joy FM, who gave us such a good sponsorship. We are most grateful, Mr. Kenansan, for your sponsorship. So thank you all for your presence, your support, and your commitment. And we wish all of us a beautiful, a fulfilling, and an impactful Quality Week 2026. Think research, think quality, think Noguchi, sustainability beyond accreditation. God bless us all.
Thank you so much. All too soon, we've come to the end of our program. But before we do that, we'll have group photograph. So we'll go out and have group photographs. And then we have so we'll let the invited guests go out with us to have